Good afternoon, Chair Mikowski and Vice Chair Schatz. My name is Buddy Rocha, Jr. I'm Chairman of the Yavapai-Apache Nation. Thank you for the opportunity to testify on S-3617, the Yavapai-Apache Nation Water Rights Settlement Act of 2026. This bill was introduced by our Senators Mark Kelly and Ruben Gallego. On behalf of the Yavapai-Apache Nation, we respectfully ask this committee and Congress to approve S-3617 and fulfill the United States Trust responsibility to our people. This legislation is essential to securing a permanent, reliable water supply for the nation. The history of the Yavapai-Apache people in the Arizona Territory of the mid to late 1800s is a story of profound loss. In 1875, responding to the pressures of non-Indian settlers and territorial business interests, the United States ordered the Army to round up all the Yavapai and Apache people living in and around the Verde Valley and forcibly remove them to the San Carlos Indian Reservation in southeastern Arizona. Eventually, with the end of the Apache Wars in 1890, we began the long migration back to the Verde Valley. For the last 125 years, our people have been slowly reclaiming and rebuilding our homeland. Starting with a small 15-acre parcel purchased by Congress in 1909, the nation's homeland has gradually grown to more than 5,000 acres today. This rebuilding process has meant strengthening our government, exercising our sovereignty, and restoring our farming and ranching practices, building homes, starting businesses, and creating a permanent homeland where our people can raise and educate our children and practice our culture and build self-sustaining economies that complement the regional economy. One of our elders, Mary Sign, had stated, "As long as the river flows, life will be good." Thus, the Yavapai-Apache Nation water is not just a resource, it is a core part of our culture and our spiritual identity and the very foundation of our future. The Verde River flows through the heart of our reservation and through the heart of our culture. For more than 40 years, the nation has been seeking legal recognition of our water rights and protection of the river that defines who we are as a people. In June 2024, we reached a historic settlement agreement with the State of Arizona, Salt River Project, the Central Arizona Project, Yavapai County, Gila County, and the towns and cities of the Verde Valley. Every party has approved the settlement. Every party is ready to move forward. I've received several letters of support, and I would like to ask that to be included in record. The core of this settlement is the construction of Water Infrastructure Project, a pipeline from the Bureau of Reclamation C.C. Cragen Reservoir, and a modern drinking water treatment plant to be located on our reservation. This project will deliver clean, renewable surface water supplied to the nation for the first time in our history. It is the key to unlocking our future. This infrastructure is necessary to secure a permanent homeland that was promised by the Yavapai-Apache Nation under our treaty and our long-standing relationship with the United States. Our nation is growing, but without a secure water supply, we cannot build homes, businesses, economy for our family that are desperately needed. We cannot meet the need without reliable drinking water and sustainable economy. We have spent years working alongside the United States and our settling partners to identify a source that meets the nation's long-term social and economic needs. Together, we identified the delivery of the Cragen Reservoir water as the most viable and sustainable solution for all stakeholders. Today, our ground aquifer is declining in both quantity and quality, and at least two of our wells, including a critical municipal well, are failing to produce enough water to meet the current demands that must be significantly deepened. Continuing our exclusive reliance on diminishing groundwater resources is not sustainable to the nation. The pipeline will change that. It will allow us to build homes, expand our communities, and support our workforce, and sustain our cultural practices for generations. Moreover, the pipeline will protect the natural flows of the Verde River, which is critical to our ceremonies, and will safeguard the health of local aquifers and sustain communities throughout the entire region. Importantly, the project will allow the nation to finally realize the benefit of 1,200 acre-feet of CAP water allocation, which we have held since 1980 but have never been able to use. To secure these benefits through this settlement, the nation has made significant compromises. We have agreed to broaden waivers of water rights claims, protecting all water uses in the watershed from future litigation. No off-water reservation wells will be shut down. No historic irrigation rights will be harmed. We have chosen partnership over conflict, legal certainty over litigation, regional cooperation over decades of continued instability. Without congressional approval of S-3617, however, none of this progress can move forward. The pipeline cannot be built and the drinking water cannot be completed. The nation cannot use its CAP water, and the Verde Valley will remain vulnerable without long-term renewable water supply. On behalf of the Yavapai-Apache Nation, I urge this committee to advance S-3617. It is wise, it is vital investment in justice, economic stability, and environmental sustainability for Central Arizona. It permanently replaces the cloud of endless litigation with the promise of a collaborative future. I thank you for your time, your consideration, and your leadership. And I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you, Chairman. And the letters of support that you have will be included as part of the record. Thank you.
Thank you.
We next turn to Chairman Gruby. Welcome.